Today we are truly honored, to have the special guest joining us today. He is the world-renowned authority in Chinese metaphysics, and today he'll be sharing with us, how Feng Shui and developers, can come together. And he will be bringing us on a new insight, exclusive insight, especially our project right here in JL99. So to bring us on this journey, have a new perspective about property. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me and join me to give a big hand to Dato Yao.
Hello, how are you guys doing? Yeah, that's right.
Yes, Dato Yao. Just now, right, all the guests, right, they have been waiting for this moment. So they can't wait to meet you, in person. And especially whenever we talk about Feng Shui, right, people always talk about Feng Shui, right? But they might not know, what is the real impact of Feng Shui.
Okay, I think before we talk about Feng Shui, the first thing we want to ask ourselves is what do we want to achieve first? Because Feng Shui is to get you to get something, right? Before we thought everything good Feng Shui, you good for something only can, Feng Shui is just a means to achieve something, right? So we always begin with what we want to achieve that's most important in our life. So I always ask this question, how do you know your current house is good Feng Shui? You go back, you see your husband's face, you don't want to vomit, it confirm good lah. Yeah? That means you go home, you must feel good. This is the number one test you must have. If you go to any place that you don't feel good, you live in a place, you're not good, your energy is down, your career is down, constantly problem after problem, that cannot be good, right now. Then you need to do some changes already. Okay? So the ultimate test is how your actual results are in life. This is important. Okay? So if you stay in a place, you are healthy, very important, and more importantly, you are happy. You're happy what's the ultimate goal in life? To be happy, right now. You want good career for what? To be happy, You want good career for what? It's also to be happier. So you stay in a place not happy, you cannot be good Feng Shui. Okay? So all that we're going to talk about ultimately must lead you to one purpose. Okay? Happiness is the measurement. Okay?
So happy and healthy is the ultimate goal.
Ultimate goal. And whatever we want to achieve, it leads to that ultimate purpose. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
And now the next question, right? I'm asking on behalf of 1,400 of our residents. Because for our JL Legacy City, right, our phase 1, 99 resident, for the 1,400, it's already sold out, it's already occupied. And now, I'm sure, in fact, right now, some of them are the resident. They are being very, curious about, how is the Feng Shui of my living place right now?
I think that is too fast to say. I want to get a few background first. How you know how to see Feng Shui first? So you must know the 5 criteria for good Feng Shui. 5 criteria. Now, 聽住啊，龍沙水月向. Okay? First, any place that designated to have good Feng Shui must have this criteria. 即係你冇呢個 criteria， 唔可以算係 even 有風水講，你直接冇得講嘅。Okay? So the first one 係第一，龍 means what? That means there must be a range of mountains， 一定要有嘅。If there's no range of mountains， 佢個氣唔到啊。Okay? So first thing 有冇龍脈。Second thing, what is called 沙咧 means hills。嗱，when we talk about Feng Shui, we talk about qi, we talk about energy. Energy don't come from your crystal put in the house you put what color here put items it doesn't come from that. Energy must come from Mother Nature. So Mother Nature takes millions of years from the exposure of the planets and the Earth orbit around the sun, 幾千幾萬年 then only slowly the hills are formed. So mountains as above, so below. So mountains are the concentration of energy. 就一定要山 So just now I went up to see the different types of mountains. 即係有唔同嘅吉星。Okay? So second is mountain. Third, 就係講風水一定有水道啦 right not? Because water is the blood of the dragon. 你冇水道咧 that means 你嘅山脈係未停嘅，係未結穴嘅。So it's continue to move. 佢唔會聚氣。So the third component is the presence of water. Okay? The fourth one 係好難有嘅，通常咩地方都冇噶啦，就係講穴位。 穴位咧 is one 成個山可能得有一兩個位就叫穴位 ，OK？ 呢啲係好難得到嘅嘢嚟嘅，佢哋住到李嘉誠咁啊，可能會有啦，係啊。所以呢樣嘢唔使睇咗。第五咧就係講方向。That means you have a certain mountain, the alignment to the mountain. That means you activate， 即係等於咧一個地方要有 WiFi 你先可以 log in 噶嘛。Right? If there's no Wi-Fi, you cannot log into the Wi-Fi. So energy in Feng Shui, same principle. Okay, same principle. 龍沙水月香。So if you don't have， 就唔使講風水，呢度係垃圾，可以掉噶啦。Okay， so any place 都係有。你話咁杜拜有冇啊？杜拜都有水嘅，佢啲山係平啲。嗱，山又分三種 ，mountain 啊 ，dragon got 3 different types。高江龍 high level dragon like Genting Highlands that type high level。平江龍 like this area mid level mountains。平陽龍 flatland dragon。That means 好似 Dubai is considered flat。平陽龍係睇水口嘅 ，where the water moves。Because water move like Saigon for example, where the water move there must be a hill 嘛。So 3 types of mountain formation. Here, this area, lucky thing just I did a tour to go up to see. You all should go up to the 53A to go and see. So you can see the criteria. Number 1, range of mountains. 有咗啦。So what type of mountain？ 你唔係有山就好咩？係咪？唔係咁㗎。咁個個地方都有山啦。So the type of mountain 又分唔同喎。Mountains 有5行嘅，金木水火土。火山就唔使睇啦，出和尚嘅嚇。嗰啲出咗嚟，你出仙佛嘅，你做神仙就啱。OK。So 要發達咧，就通常睇2粒星嘅。第一土星 ，flat mountains with flat area。第二咧就係呢一個木星。Okay, 木星 is status. So these two, when you go up to the 54th floor, you look out， 你就已經睇到有巨門山同埋呢個貪狼星喺附近。It's towards the back and it's actually quite near. Okay. Now of course 啦 ，if you have another feature there block it 就冇得攞噶啦。咁呢個你已經最高咗啦，唔可以高過你咗，咁啊你攞噶啦。邊個最高就邊個攞先嘅。OK， 即係話啦，我手長啲係咪我攞先啊 ？Same principle 呀。風水係邊個立向就立咗先 ，that the access is the
direct access.
Direct access. Okay, so 個 incoming dragon 嗱，一浸山就一代富貴嘅。Okay, that's why mountain must go up, down and up again. Every time we go up and down is one generation. If you go to 呢個清朝啦清東陵 for example or in 瀋陽 ，you will see 佢個祖宗嘅墳墓咧。佢有12個山喎，咁佢清朝咧 the emperor of China 就 12 emperors。Okay, so nowadays one generation is about 30 to 40 years because we live longer.
Yep.
So the range of mountains here now you may think so many mountains 咪好多袋，唔係啊，係得2袋嘅啫嚇，因為頭先睇到嘅係2粒山Dato Sri Jeff 都睇到嘅，咁啊就兩袋夠㗎啦。咁你有孫嘅問題，佢自己搞掂啦，係啊，you at least got one more generation. Okay, so don't last so long 嘛。So this is 2. Okay, sometimes the mountain has 3, then you got 3 generations. But 好少有3代嘅，你富不過3代嘅。It's really not so easy to get. Okay, so there's 2. Okay, so that's available. The mountain is available. So what type of surrounding hills？ 龍虎沙有啲咩咧 ？Okay, so we always think 龍虎沙係兩邊嘅 mountain 啦，咁即係點咧 ？The fact that when you have hills， 佢一定要有情先得嘅喎。咁有山見到你，你見到佢，佢同你無情嘅 ，it's not connected。
It has to be love from both sides。
你見到個靚女，個靚女同你傾偈先得噶嘛，係咪？唔同你傾偈都冇用啦。所以原來山係咪要有情，水要環抱嘅，叫做環抱有情。So that means the mountains must be sentimental. How do you know sentimental? That means the mountain lean towards you 咯，佢係向靠近你嘅。如果佢咁樣嘅山咧，咁即係話好唔掂啊！我要向後走咗。So mountains like that. Water 要點啊 ？Water 要近，要包住你嘅。Then like people embrace 擁抱啦。That type of mountain of water, embracing water. When the water is going away, floating outwards, that means this is outwards going 嘅，佢要走咗啦，佢又唔聚氣嘅。So we always look for a few things. First, you must have presence of these features. Second thing is whether it got sentimental to you or not. So those things, okay? So out of these things, 佢5樣嘢咧，你哋有嘅咧，第一係龍脈，你有咗，不2代嘅啫啊，好夠噶啦，講真，一代已經好夠啦。Number 2， 你有個 mountains 個星座喺度 ，OK？ 貴人星會點咧？有地位 ，OK？We always read this thing called SPM in life 啦。You know SPM?
SPM is the exam that I took.
No 啦 SPM is called status, power, money, ma. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah. The other exam no good. Okay. So what you need status? Status to recognize your contribution to society. Status, people recognize for your work. What you need power for? To make things happen. You more power, quite technical. Right? You got power, you can make things happen. What's money for? To enjoy life, lah. Right? You know money, how to enjoy life and how to live longer. So, out of these three things, in the formation of Feng Shui, we want to tap to these three things. So, this area,佢有一個 status mountain and wealth mountain, no power mountain. Okay? 即係我講有嘅就講啊 status 會有 that means your recognition 有高地位嘅人會出現 that means if you stay in this area you can achieve high ranking position power star 咧係要圓形嘅星獅有嘅個 round mountain 呢度係冇 round mountain 係只有財嘅啫有錢嘅咁有錢可以慢慢 power 冇所謂啦
係啦有錢就夠㗎啦
所以個 status 個 money no power OK 所以話你要做官咧爭少少啦可能會做但你唔會話最高境界嗰個OK，但你話做recognition 又有啦，財咧就有。有肯定啦，付出有肯定有 recognition 啊。嗱，咁我就要睇方向啊，咁咪住你成棟都發晒大咩？咁你睇方向 OK，嗱，方向立向好重要。That means I now know this place got WiFi，你 password 啊？要 password 噶嘛？唔好， first of all you need to know the WiFi channel.
The WiFi is there.
Second thing you must have password. Then only the WiFi 你有份嘅。So in 風水。We call that personalization. You need to personalize your 風水喎，你唔係話你去到嗰度，咁你6個人住6個都發晒大咩？係咪 ？Only one or two who connected. Okay? You're interested in learn how to get connected on? Hello? 好似講啲嘢唔係，我以為你瞓咗覺啊。Okay, so I'll show you how you get connected in a short while 啦。陣間留睇你表現，陣間先再講。Okay, so 4 things for good 風水 to work. Remember 4 things Number 1, environment. 龍沙水月向 is called environment. If an environment don't have 70% of your 風水 gone 唔使睇㗎啦。所以好多人講我唔信風水㗎，做咩我都咁好嘅 ？Because you live in an area that all 70% has good landforms. 你唔信都冇所謂 ，because your signal there is very strong. So good area supersedes personalization. Understand? 第一 environment. Number 2, the building. If you got a nice environment, but the building is lousy, you cannot collect the energy. You cannot use, right? So that's why we always recommend your unit 要夠 squarish 要夠闊聚到氣Like what I like about the place is 夠高咯個 ceiling 你got volume only you can collect energy 你窄細間 then you cannot collect energy. So building is very important. I'm sure you know triangle shape don't buy 啦，係咪 ？No what 嗰啲尖型嗰啲人唔愛買，點解？聚唔到氣 cannot collect energy. So the second thing is called building shape. Okay? So number 1 is what? Environment. Number 2 is what? Building. Number 3, residence. Different people, what is good for you might not be good for me. What is bad for me might be good for you. Right? So personalization is very important. 方向唔同 Okay? Personalization is very important. Let's say you discover that east direction is good for you. 咁你唔去到 Las Vegas also the same east, is it? Different one what? The east, some people east 又有水嘅喎 Some people east 向到個電燈柱喎咁邊隻 east 好啲咁個水嗰個靚啲咯 Right? So the problem is most personalization need to face to what they have first Okay? So personalization is the third component. What's the fourth component? Time. 風水會輪流轉嘅 At certain period of time 佢又會旺嘅 Certain period of time it will actually deteriorate So timing is very important. So that's why in Feng Shui we have this thing called period 9 Feng Shui. 而家9運咗 As of 2024, after the pandemic, big transition happened. So the first couple of years until 2027, we are going through a transit. 呢個 transit 係比較 not so 順啦。But during this time, you should actually brace yourself and get connected because the moment it transits to 2028, 你就飛住上㗎啦。By the time only you do 就遲好多啦。That's the difference. Okay, so 九運period 9 is for 20 years from 2024 to 2043. Okay, so this cycle is going to affect stock market going to affect a lot of things. And in fact, this is a turbulent time for the markets. Right, it's only good in the start, but the whole year is going to be problematic. A lot of issues because it is a transitional year. It gets worse in the next 2 years 叫做咩呢 赤馬紅羊劫。赤馬紅羊呢 is historically every 60 years in fire horse year and fire goat year 係中國好大變化喎。A lot of changes 喎。So but if we brace ourselves for this, after that 我哋行得好快啦。That's the 2 years that we always take note 咯。孫中山都有寫噶嘛 ，those days 佢講時講1907一過咗呢個赤馬紅羊咧，清朝就冧啦。He took over 嗰啲係講嘅。佢60 years before that, after that 就係呢個the China Revolution， 又係中國又係大變化。Now coming 60 years already 啦，is 2026, 2027. So it's good to get things done now to brace yourself for the upcoming opportunities.
Now, Dato, you mentioned about period 9, and I think some of the residents would be very curious. Is our project here, do we tap into the period 9 setting?
To tap to period 9 setting is about having water in the north, water in the east, water in the southeast. Your properties already, the whole project 嚟講 the water is already in there. So 佢已經係 period 9咗 you understand or not? The whole building. But how much of that period 9 you get 咧？咁啊睇你自己嘅運數啦。可能你嘅 share 係 maybe 20% 咧，好犀利咧。咁可能你嘅 share 得1% 嘅啫喎。That depends on your alignment。即係話 the pool of energy is here。咁你分幾多？你分幾多睇你嘅命咯。咁你嘅命係 let's say 係屬東方嘅，咁你立東方 for example 啦，床位、座位。study desk 你立到東方嘅，你咪食多啲咯。如果你立唔到東方，你咪食少啲咯。就係咁簡單。OK， 有多有少嘅。你講你分錢都有分有多有少噶嘛。There's a difference between how much people can get from good feng shui.
Yep.
Like for example, my own office, I built the whole office, right? To set up the whole feng shui. Cannot be every person also same one. Right? I designed it for me. Right? It cannot be the one split floor also again. The one not connected.
Yeah.
So likewise, right? Every person, you know that the formation is good. Your job is to connect. When you connect, you get it. This is important.
Yep. So it's like you mentioned that we already have the water. So
you already have it.
Yeah,
but
we already
you have to
have
connect it.
So it's like we already have the Wi-Fi. So it's
You
whether
already
the
have the
signal is strong or very strong. It depends on also in person.
Some tweaks right? Some tweaks. Like you got AI here. You use or don't use, it's up to you, ma. Right? If you use it, good luck. If you don't use it, it's there, but you don't know how to use. That's the difference. So a lot of people is like, first of all, they think that they can adjust their home and then enjoy good feng shui. Not true, yeah. Some house, no matter what you do, is pretty shit on you. Because externally, 佢冇山冇水冇地形，你做乜都冇用嘅。佢係一個死地。You understand? So 佢哋唔使你擺咩都係死嘅。Because technically this place got no Wi-Fi 啊，你點做都係冇用嘅。你冚頭埋牆都係一樣。So a place got good Wi-Fi energy. It's just a matter of alignment. You align, you get connected, you get the energy. It's as simple as that. The concept is like that.
Yeah.
That's why it's important that we find good location. If the location itself is limited, let's say some properties is only 成幅地就係得呢個一個山嶺啫，咁你就老虎都直呢個山㗎咋。Only got one good feature. But when you got like different good features, then you can choose. The front here, take water. This one, this mountain. This side, take the. You can choose. That's the difference with options. Right? That's how good feng shui is done.
Okay. Now wow. Yes, got a big clap from Dato Sri. And we've been, speaking like this project been surrounded by, park, lake, and mountain. We got a very nice
So you got
landform.
options to choose, right? It's like basically, you see, how to have a good life, right? Everyone says they want good life. Good life is 4 steps, right? First, we know that a good life is a result of good decision, correct? You make good decision, you get good life. You make bad decision, you got bad life, no? Very simple, all right? So then the question is, how do I get good life? You get good life because you make good choices. All right, not? You got good choice. It's easy to make decision. Because let's say now, this 5 bottles of water, all also very good one. I simply choose one also good, correct? I'll pay that example. Okay. Let's say you want to send your son to school. Your first option, Oxford. Second option, Princeton. Third option, Cambridge. Which school is better? 是但啦，三間都天下無敵嘛 ，correct？但唔係喎，你一個係呢個唔知咩戰爭咩 school 喎。Your option is 戰爭1、戰爭2、戰爭3。How you choose 都係死噶嘛。Because the quality of option is bad. You understand？ 明唔明？再唔明，再俾多 example 你。An island, one island 啊。One guy that grew up alone. He's a boy. 18歲咗 I don't know how he grew up. He just grew up, survive on an island. One day, he look out, got sampan. Sampan come in, got one girl. Pretty or not?
Pretty.
Who cares? 佢成世人都未見過女，呢個靚有女仔啱唔啱 ？No option 嘛 ，correct or not? So the quality of choices determines how you make decision, correct or not? Sometimes people always think it requires enormous intelligence to become smart and make money. But actually sometimes it's not about how intelligent you are, no. It's the fact that you have better choices, isn't it? Now the question is this. What can help us get better choices? Optics. The fact that you can see that is available, then you choose A, B, C, D. D is actually better than the other three. I choose D. 係要睇到㗎嘛，啱冇？ Okay. So that leads me to this option of why an area like this, regardless of whether it's JL99, the fact that you guys have it is because there is the option in the mountain. 你唔揀呢個，你是但揀，你仲有一個。Suppose 你冇咧，你揀唔到嘛？你想揀唔到嘛？ You understand the difference or not? Okay? So choices is only based on what is available, what you can see on, you know. You cannot see that, how you make the choice. 即係一個地方係冇風水講嘅，你最多係一個水池啫。咁你唔得呢個啫嘛，咁你就向呢個水咯，有咩辦法？如果 no choice， 咁你唔係喎，呢度有一個呢個山喎，陣間呢度有一個水喎，咁你向呢度又得，向嗰度又得嘛。You understand the difference or not? Right? That's why having options is always a better way to do 風水。That's why when you go to areas where good energy wealthy people stay， 一定有山有水嘅，有得揀嘅。你唔係一死路一條，你乜都冇得揀。You cannot choose. That's the difference.
So it's like
options, you know.
We are spoiled with choices lah.
We have the choice. 你起碼有3、4個嘛。第一，你前邊呢個水，你有3個水，後邊有一個四水聚明堂。四水撥靈堂啦，you can search 下真有咁嘅嘢。四水撥靈堂咧係一個風水入邊嘅好特別嘅格局。OK， 巨門靚、巨門山、巨門財星。OK， 你有呢個。So the question is 你 which unit you choose？ 咁啱食到呢個巨門，你咪發咯。啊，你唔得。
The other one,
擺少少咯，唔係點樣係咪？
It's like every side also we got good feng shui. If this not this side, then this side.
咁你向側邊，你向到個屎坑咁啊，冇辦法啦，係咪？有時呢啲咁啊睇你揀咯，你叻唔叻仔咯？有得睇我老虎都食呢個先啦，係咪 ？That's the thing 啦，即係嗱 ，you ask me 見山啊見水好啲。Then which is more important for you, people or money？
兩個都要。
啊 ，money 咁咪向水先咯，啊。要 people 咪向山先咯，山管人丁，水管財，你記住啦嚇。所以嘅靠山嘅咧就人好，但係 you ask me I will choose the mountain 啦，因為人好咧，人叻啲咧，揾錢都容易嘅，你唔會窮得喺邊。水咧就無情啦，有時啊 ，that's the difference 啊。OK，so depends 啊，所以如果佢向開門見山喎，點算咧？冇嘢㗎，you got nice people 嘛。At the end of the day, you want people to be healthy, right? Have capabilities， 你有嗰啲。A person who is very disciplined, right, honourable， 你點樣你唔會窮嘅，你唔會窮到喺邊嘅。That's important, I feel.
Okay, and then Dato Joey, just now you mentioned, right, 2 things. You have to see that, right? See that, then you will be able to tap on the choice. Seeing is one thing. And then I hear the water also 水為財啊嘛 ，water is wealth 嘛。So can I now？ 唔係
水為財，佢意思即係話水咧可以聚氣，所以先至可以揾到錢。嗱，佢唔係咁，你飲水都發達啦，咪？咁唔係咁嘅。
Okay.
咁啊，水唔好點樣？人人冇沖涼啊？嚇？The idea is because I said all energy stem from mountain and it will stop at boundaries of water. So all the Feng Shui goes back to one original book. The original book is called 藏經 ，okay, the burial book. In this book is the first book of Feng Shui，2000幾年啊，2000years ago 有條友叫郭璞，佢得閒冇嘢做就係寫啲咁嘅嘢，搞到我哋有風水呢樣嘢做。So he write there，乘風則散，界水則治。That means energy is dispersed by the wind and gathers at the boundaries of water. So it's not water 噴嗰啲氣俾你，唔係。Because 個 water 佢會擋住嘅氣彈翻入你間屋。So we use water for that，係咪水帶財俾你？ So in other words, water help you trigger the energy. It's like an activator, all right? So the fact that you have water it helps you trigger the energy. It's not how many fish you have in the aquarium, yeah? A lot of people say, 我要9條魚喎，9條魚好啲咯，8條魚唔夠好喎。咁魚死咗點算啊？哦，幫你辟邪。咁啦，你要魚死咗，你冇換水嘛？你試下換水咧，冚唪唥都一齊死嘅。所以魚係唔會幫你辟邪㗎。The fish will not take evil energy for you. Okay, the fish is there last time because there's no electricity. You need to eat mosquito only, yeah, and move the water. So you put water there also same effect one. The fact that you have water, it allows you to block and trigger the energy. So we want the water in the correct location because that location is aligned with the mountain. That is why. Okay, so otherwise you're tanky in the house, we say, you cannot live really. Not like that. They must have strategic locations. So you can write this down. The best strategic location that water right now is the north direction. From where you are. Okay? From your building, your unit, from where you are, you see the north got water, 就正啦，佢聚氣嘅。Okay? North is period 9最旺㗎啦，冇得再旺㗎啦，你旺20年。咁咩叫旺呢？ That means you are the command of attention flow. You see, in period 9 9運呢 money flows where attention goes. You should remember this, yeah? Whoever commands attention commands the flow of money. Okay? So with water in the north, you can become the person where attracts attention. So in work, in business, wherever attention, you got publicity, you got people notice you, like social media, for example, you dominate a space. Dominating a space is in fact what we want to do, right? All great business people dominates a specific type of work, you know. So having water in the north facilitate that goal. That goal, that means you also must want to lah. Your whole lifetime is you your housewife, then your goal cannot be you just dominate your husband. You must have goal, yeah. And by the way, activating wealth is only good for people who actually work. You are not a business person or a career person, don't activate wealth inside the house. They activate wealth, they just say you're a housewife, 你越 activate 越嚟辛苦啊，又掃地啦，又抹地啦。財星係勞碌噶嘛，係 hello，你邊個 businesswoman 唔勞碌嘅，一定勞碌嘅。So 財 is active，OK？ 你 retire 就唔可以玩呢啲嘢啊 ，retire 你係要舒服嘅 ，OK？So water in the north number one， water in the east 呢個水呢個好正啦 ，OK？This is about future wealth. It's also about opportunities. It's about innovation. Okay, if you have this, very good. Water in the east direction. Water in the southeast, academics. I think academics in 2024 all the way to 2042 will be great because this is the era of AI, you know. This is the era of people can actually create programs, no-code programming, right? You create technology and you dominate the space very easily. Those days, for us to actually come out we start our career, we have to write for newspaper, we have to write, so difficult. Today, if you dominate a certain aspect of social media, you're number one the next day, right? So that is the writers, which is good. The other one is we're good for career, good for income. If you're working for others, you're getting a salary, then Southwest is good for you. Southwest water. Okay, now 4大水口啊, which one? Okay, now you may say, can one. Let's say my water is here. This is, let's say, northeast. Northeast may lang. Okay, but if I move from where I am to here, 我喺呢個位單位望出去，呢個咪變咗北方，個水冇喐到，係你喐咗啫嘛。So at the right unit，你隔離嗰個發過你嘅喎，可能。Just like that, because 你個中心點唔同。
And talking about water, right? What about like let's just say, no, we are the only project.
呢個水啫。
Yeah. Well, is swimming pool considered water feature or not?
我呢個咧就係 your own money. Outside water 就 other people money. You want which one better?
We want all. We want it all.
唔係你自己嘅水咧 in your own unit is called own money. That means you finance your own project with your own cash. If you use outside, you tap to outside water. That means 係人哋嘅錢，你做生意人哋借錢俾你嘅，最正就係咁噶啦。OK， 所以佢有3個 swimming pool 噶嘛呢度係咪？因為唔係 swimming pool 嗰啲 lake 嘛。我唔知道，因為我 orientation 啊。Where is
The lake.
Where's the lakes？ 你喺度嘛係咪？東南位咯。So the southeast water 寫嘢作曲啊作家嗰啲叻咯 artist 啊。The east water 我記得係 east 同 southeast 嘅兩大水口。OK。And the one at the back of park that you guys own 係咪嗰個 park 啊？一個 park 嗰個係北方水咯。That's the north water。所以如果你話發啲嘅，你向後邊啊。
Okay. Then Dato, what about like roundabout? Because last time I read about, they say roundabout is also a flowing.
你好中意 artificial 咧？
No, I mean, it's just to also understand.
You want natural or artificial?
Both. I want both. I want it all.
咁你做女人有呢個好假啦。
I want it all. Why do I need to choose, right?
我而家教緊你嘅 ，don't care about the bloody roundabout. Look at the mountain 嘛，真錢啲假錢，一望就望住嗰個山，立嗰個山先。
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, what I'm trying to say is this: when you have natural landforms, it beats 100 times man-made landforms. Don't if you man-made, okay, man-made swimming pool 重要冇？重要 5% 啦。Compared to natural， 邊隻水勁啲 ？Mother Nature cannot fight on， 最勁嘅風水就係 Mother Nature。你好嘅，你嘅 land 有；如果冇，我就同你講 roundabout， 冇辦法，夾硬做啦。呢個地方冇啊，夾硬整個水喺度啦。明冇？你有 natural 梗係有 natural 嘛。一個女人靚，梗係靠真材實料嘛，仲使講 make up 咩？係咪？That's the difference, all right? So if I were you choosing a property, I would look at the mountains, right? Choose one. 我用呢個山靚，就係呢個 unit 啦。係，所以你呢度望出去，你見到呢個山，又見到呢個水，正啦。你仲理呢個 roundabout 唔理咯 ？OK，roundabout 唔使理咗，你睇到個山，你睇到個水已經食晒咗啦。That's the difference. You understand the difference? OK. Now the question is 我個方向啦。你每一間都唔同方向嘛，係咪 ？So which one is which one is good for you? Okay. Do you have a page to show the 八字？我俾你睇啦，你揀埋個方向啦，咁你自己睇 which unit is the one that can fit. Okay. So load up the one, yeah.
We'll load up the screen.
Yeah, I don't know whether they can do it or not.
Yep, they are on the screen already.
Yeah. Okay. You go and print a chart like this. 呢個係你嘅八字嚟嘅 ，OK？ I give you the scan first， 你 scan 咗先。You scan the 八字。OK， you plot the chart。你自己 plot 啦，你電話自己做，好快啫。
So we just pick up your phone and scan the QR code. Then it will be a 八字 chart for you.
OK， 你 scan 咗先啦 ，take a picture， 慢慢翻去做。OK，once you get it done already。Okay, done, huh? All right, you 慢慢 plot 翻屋企先 plot. I show you how first. 因為時間唔夠。Okay, show the page. Where is the person controlling? Okay. So you look at the page 1, page 2. All right, page 1, page 2. You see this top right corner? 佢寫住吉方空方嘅。Okay. You look at this section. This section only, yeah. This section zoom in. Like that. Okay. 佢有生氣、天醫、延年、復位。Okay, English, Chinese.Okay, now 你睇到啊 ，let's say 你喺呢個方向出去 is this direction life generating 北方又見到水嘅咧，呢個係最大嘅財星 10x of wealth 簡單啦。如果你話呢個見到水咧，即係呢個北方係五鬼嘅，即係 for you 每一個人唔同嘛。五鬼咧就拜神叻，做神仙叻嘅 ，six sense 叻嘅啫。OK， 唔緊要，可能做賭神咧好難講㗎嚇。So 你天醫見到水咧，呢個咧就貴人多，好多貴人幫你嘅。延年見到水咧 ，networking 犀利。OK， 但要睇係咪東方或者北方喎，因為你頭先係講東方、東南同埋北方嘛 ，north and then east and then southeast. Remember? So outside you see water is which one of this? So you have all 4 directions, yes or no? Okay, everybody also got one. So the pending is which one are you seeing the water in north, in northeast, north, the east, the southeast or southwest? You見到 water, then you activate any of this already. Now I tell you the difference. Yeah? This one is for the best for business owners. It's good for entrepreneurs. It's good for those who want to generate wealth. Okay? But not good for retiree. If you're retired, you use wealth, 你重出江湖㗎啦，又要做工啦 every day. Okay? Because this one is cannot sleep one, yeah? Some of you might say, can I sleep facing the good direction? No. Because you sleep this one, you cannot sleep one. Every day, 點樣賺錢, how to make more money, what's the next project? 通常 businessmen like that, because they sleep wealth direction, every day don't think about wife, think about money. So 就係呢個啦, okay? So this is good for lazy people at the house. If you're lazy, no drive, also face this one. Now you suddenly want to do things, want to work, like that one. Okay? So the second direction, 天意, this is good also for health, but more importantly, it's actually good for people who want to have connection with helpful people. That means your relationship with people is good. That means people want to help you, assist you. You can recognize the good things in others. How to have a good life is when you can see other people's good things. I mean, you meet a friend, he's very nice, got integrity. You say good things about people because you can see good things. What is a bad person? You're no good, they are no good. These will not have friends more and more 貴人嘅，有貴人有口講嘢會好嘅。You always say good things about people. How you know that? Because you actually see good things about people. 先至有貴人嘅，呢叫天意。Okay? So the other one, 言連 is good for network, to build genuine relationships and friendship. So we like to use this for building harmony in the house. That means you actually love your husband and wife, That means 你見到人真係好想見到佢嘅。有時你 go back home, you actually don't want to see your husband, you don't want to see your wife. That one no good. That one confirm 冇言連. Okay, so if your problem is relationship, you should look into this. I think a lot of businesses requires great connections with suppliers, customers, and friends, because that's long-term friends, long-term business. This is how you do it. So in today's business world, we call this continuity business. This one, this one is one-time project. This one is good customers. This one is called continuity business. What is continuity business? Subscription, memberships. Every business should have one model that has continuity, because it's predictable income. You don't understand, Like Netflix, every month you collect $14, right? You have this type of business, let's say 100,000 users, every month you collect so much. It's called continuity. All great businesses, if you use this, you will have a continuity business. Okay? This one, stability. Stability is actually your own personal education sector. It's very, very important. So what does it mean? If I use this sector, it's like that, yeah? Some people will say, "Aya, 我冇咗你，我會死㗎。你冇咗邊個都唔會死嘅，你自己有本事咪得咯，係咪？" So this is very important to strengthen the self. When you have confidence, courage, and believe in yourself, your own abilities, you do not need anybody. Okay? And that's the same with businesses as well. You have to be self-sufficient. This sector represents the ability to become better and independent. So you're no longer dependent on your husband or wife or anybody. This is the most powerful sector. Lack of self-confidence is this. Why people don't dare to do things they want to do is because of no confidence, lack of courage, always fearful. This is the sector you need. So it's not just to get good grades in school. Don't waste time on that. This one, you get good confidence, courage. Say tai gat sing. Okay? You use any of this, 已經好好㗎啦. Okay? So you go to a unit later, then you go and check 5 things, yeah? How many things? 5 things. Now 1, inside looking out, door, good direction not. Number 2, if door no good direction, then your bed got headboard when you sleep, the headboard direction okay not. Number 2. Number 3, your stove direction. So stove, because you don't cook, so then you look at study table direction, where you're facing to work. Okay? So you have your door, your bed, your stove, okay, or your study desk. The one thing up there in apartments is very good, balcony. You look out the direction good or not. Inside looking out. Okay? So any of these 4, you got, out of the 5 things, you got 3 out of 5, very good house already. 5 out of 5, very rare now. Okay? You check lah, it's good enough already. Okay? You cannot everything perfect, low side like Okay?
Okay. Yep. Dato. Then just now you did mention about, what we need to do, go in, you check on 5 different things, and talk about the door, right? To ask you, is that such a thing where you say it's good that we have a unit where there's no door-to-door direct facing, like 門對門, something like that? Is that something in Feng Shui
唔係好
perspective?
重要啦。啲以前咧就話：哎呀，我唔可以門對門，驚會嘈交啫。That's argue, but it's okay 啊。You are a nice person，你唔會同人嘈交嘅。
But it's more on also privacy lah, right? Like
It's
if
more for privacy purposes that you don't want it, but it's not a deal breaker if you don't have it lah. I would say a deal breaker is you go in and first of all it's very narrow. There's no open space, and the rooms in such a way that 佢聚唔到氣嘅。Like for example, the hallway is too narrow, right? The hallway is too narrow. It's like your throat is very narrow. 你唞唔到氣嘛？Right? Same principle 啦。風水一定要流通。When the energy can flow well, is a good sector, good area. That's the important thing. So forms of the layout plus the formula of the direction will give you good 風水。So 其實唔係好難做嘅啫，係 application 嗰度有時會矛盾啲。哎呀，我究竟 where do I measure 啊咁樣？Because you don't have experience 嘛。But generally, inside looking out the door, bed direction, study desk direction, or stove direction, or balcony direction 呢五樣嘢嘅。其他嘢啊 ，toilet face 咧唔重要嘅嚇。咁裝屎都要睇，我唔使啊。
Okay, yep, sure. But by the way, just to mention also, I think for 99 Legend, all our units we definitely don't have, like for the main door, I'm saying we are not having door-to-door direct facing because it's also like to take care of the privacy.
I think the best thing that I see here is that there's volume of space 去聚氣。So I would think that's more important. So even if you don't take feng shui into consideration, would you like something that's more volume or less volume? More volume 咯
spacious one
係咁簡單嘛，係咪？More space will allow you to have rooms for mistakes。如果有時你 activate 咧，你會錯噶嘛，因為你地方闊，你就算做錯都冇所謂。你地方窄起上嚟咧，你做錯少少，你就
The effect is like
the effect， 因為你一立就兩個位喎，所以有呢個問題嘅。所以 you ask me 闊好過窄，梗係個闊好啲啦。Because even if you're amateur, you do wrong, it's very forgiving。For a person who maybe activate wrongly， 因為風水有呢樣嘢嘅，相差一條線，富貴永不見嘅，一條線就係㗎啦。咁你因為你地方闊啊，你嗰條線大啲嘛，明冇？你咁窄，死咯！我擺錯咗就仆街，係咪？所以又闊啊好過窄咯，明冇？啊
？It's like we have more space and more choices is always the best。
你又有 choice， 你又即係話你就算撞板，你都係點都係有一個 level 咧，你唔會點差。But 如果你係有 if you pay attention to really align, you'll get a much better outcome. Okay? Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and one I think question that we'll ask Dato. Nowadays, right, people always talk about, technology, advanced technology and AI. One of the things that Dato you did mention also, does it help, to add value? Especially, I don't know, because you say period 9 for this 1 or 2 years might be the transition
that
year.
one is a personal thing lah, because your AI can help you or not. AI can help your business lah, right? But this one is obviously
lifestyle.
I've never seen anything like this in any development so far. First of its kind. I don't know if I dare to say Malaysia or not because I have worked with so many developers. This is the first time I see got AI. 第一次真係，well done. This is really cool.
So it's enhance the lifestyle, I would say lah.
咁有 AI 好過冇 AI 嘛，係咪先啊？I would think.
It's like you got more option right now, more choice as well. Okay.
I mean, for the price you are paying to get this, it's a really good value lah, if I have to say so. I mean, I've seen properties who have way more expensive, and you don't have half the things you have. Firstly, feng shui wise, I would definitely pay more for landforms because Mother Nature you cannot buy on. Either you have or you don't have. You can make swimming pools, but you cannot make a pond. You cannot make a mountain. That's factual. You cannot make a mountain. 你話假山都咪假山唔計啦嗰啲啦。Natural Mother Nature you either can find or you cannot find any. This is important.
So Dato, with that being said, would you mean that all this natural landform, the mountain, the park, the pond, the lake that we have, is definitely a key strong point for buyer when they are considering.
If feng shui is your consideration, then yes. If you think feng shui is not consideration, the feng shui is already provided, like the AI lah. Whether you want to use or not,
whether you connect or not.
You connect or not, it's up to you. 係又喺嗰度啦. The feature is already there. That's That's the good point that you have in this area.
Okay. All right. I think one last question. Just now I get it from someone. When we talk about Feng Shui.
You can ask question also, ma. You got any question, you can ask. Yeah.
When we talk about Feng Shui, right, people always thought like it's all about enhancing the luck as well. Okay? So
No,
just
it's not.
enhancing, yeah. A lot of people will always thought like this, like enhancing luck.
No,
and
it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Let me tell you this. A lot of this thing called luck is merely high energy or low energy. Okay? I think the problem is people think enhancing luck and you think that there's no effort into getting something. It's wrong. Feng Shui doesn't enhance your luck. It increases your awareness and energy and receptivity so that when you do something, you're wholeheartedly doing it and you recognize opportunities. Like for example, the second direction called Heavenly Doctor is the ability to see the good in others. I mean, what for I want to see the good in others? You can recognize other people's talent. You can choose talented people to work for you. You recognize the strength in your husband or your wife. Your relationship become better. That is how Feng Shui works. It's not something you do, wow, I become good luck. I do everything also. I don't need to think one. No such thing, okay? That is Dam Shui, not Feng Shui, yeah? No such thing. So today almost you change your language.
It's not.
No such thing. We don't
Okay.
enhance luck. We enhance the possibilities of recognizing opportunities and evading danger. If something you're able to see is bad, I'm alert to it. Would you want to do it? You
No.
won't, right? But if you say, hey, this is a good opportunity, I can resonate. And you resonate with good people, right? How do you know that this someone is going to be a nobleman? That nobleman is ability to recognize the strength in others,係咪? You think about it, 呢個貴人而家未出世嘅係咪？佢出咗世㗎嘛，要你係見佢唔到啫。Only because you don't recognize that quality. But the moment you use Feng Shui, for example, 你覺得，this is something that I can resonate. 呢個幾好喎，講嘅有意思喎，it's inspiring 喎，咁咪變咗你貴人咯，唔係嗰條友未出世嘛，係咪？冇可能㗎嘛，right? Likewise， 你話，I want to activate 桃花運啊，我一定有桃花運先好。喂，大佬，你唔通你嗰個 partner 而家未出世嘅咩？ It's already here somewhere. The only problem is you don't see the good
Notice
quality, right? So Feng Shui allows you to see it. It doesn't enhance your luck, but it increases your ability to see what you otherwise don't already see. That's the difference.
Oh.
Okay?
This is like eye-opening.
Yeah, it's like the mountain 你睇唔到㗎嘛，你成日睇到個山，你唔知嘅山係好嘢嘛，like that 咯。Okay?
So it's like knowing it is like also having the higher opportunity to tap on it because you know it, the
knowing
awareness.
is like you got 10 people, you can hire the good one because you can recognize talent. You ask any successful businessman, businesswoman, their number one strength is be able to recognize good people. If you cannot see the good people, 你個個都講係蠢材嘅，咁你唔使做，唔使發達㗎啦，係咪？ You must be able to see 呢個又得，我栽培呢個。So 貴人就係咁嘅意思嘛。I recognize what other people cannot see 嘛。係咪？咁先嘅真正好運嘛？唔係喎，我好運啊，做蠢唔使讀書都會叻嘅，唔會咁噶嘛。Right? So you must change your thoughts about what it means to have good fortune. Okay? 即係等於你哋做 investment， 唔係呢個買我又跟住買咁啊，話呢個 stock 好啱啊，唔係噶嘛，你要個 intelligence to， 呢個可能有危險喎，咁樣係 OK 喎 ，I see the opportunity 咁樣做噶嘛，係咪？出邊人 outside people see you think you are good luck, but actually 你係有料到嘅 because you got the right advisor. People 講嘅嘢 you can resonate，係咪？有啲人講嘅你哋唔聽噶嘛，係咪？係咯 ，so that's the difference. Okay?
Okay, yes.
All right. You guys got questions you can ask? I'm happy to answer some questions.
Yes. Now we're open for Q&A. Any question from the floor?
You can ask about your house.
Is to grab the... Oh, I see someone. Is it? No? Okay. Now it could be confusing if you are like raising your hand. Guys, better grab the golden opportunity. One thing I really like is just now, Dato said it's all about whether you know the opportunity and you grab the opportunity. And now this is a golden hour time for you to...
All you guys live here, right? You live here? Or you bought already a place? Not yet, is it? Bought, very good. Good choice. Good choice. Better you get another one now. This one, frankly, the price is a very good deal. I don't know what I can say. Because you should, I'm saying from a perspective that I've seen many developments, and there are developments that don't have half the features that I have here. Even if you don't care about the Feng Shui, at least care that there are features that you don't get elsewhere. That's something that I think, a shout out to Dato Sri Jeff here, which is really, it's factual, right? It's factual, right? And if you do care about the Feng Shui, the ingredients for Feng Shui is present. If you do care about it. So it's best of both worlds. Like the fact that you have this here, you don't use, never mind, at least it's there, right? But you use, you benefit. That's the difference. Okay? All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much once again. Let's give a big round of applause to Dato Joey Yap. And I'm sure it's very eye-opening sessions from Dato Joey Yap. In fact, I think one of the biggest takeaways definitely Feng Shui is all about also to notice the opportunity, that's already available. So just in our project right here, you will see all the perfect landform that Dato Joey Yap already mentioned. So do grab the golden opportunity. And of course, we'd like to take a group photo together, I believe. Yes, can I have Dato Joey Yap and Dato Sri Jeff join us on everyone? Yes, we'll take a photo together. Shall we? Yes, we'll have the team as well. Everyone, please feel free to join us at the front for a, photo opportunity. Feel free to join us at the front, all right? Okay? Maybe we'll have one with the two Dato. Yes? Can we have one photo for two of them first? Yes? 3, 2, 1. Okay, now the rest of our friends here, the rest of the members from the floor, please, don't be shy. Just go, move forward. Go to the front and take a picture together. Yes. And I believe there are some of big fans as well, so feel free to join us at the front to take a picture together. Don't be shy. Yes. Okay. All right, everyone look at our cameras. We have a lot of cameras, multiple camera production today. So yes, look at our photographers and smile. All right, thumbs up. Yes, can we have a thumbs up? Yes. All right, we have the shot. So once again, thank you so much. Let's give a big hand to Dato Joey Yap.